Hey, what's going on, guys? FullFrontage here. And before we get into today's video, there was actually some sort of audio issue when I was recording the first video on this. So this is going to be take two, I guess, of explaining the triple draft challenge. So let's get right into today's video. So I'm going to be talking, all this information will be down in the description below as well. But let's talk about the new draft challenge mode. So if you guys haven't played it in game already, it's triple draft challenge. And basically how this is going to happen, these are the 5 out of 8 choices that will always appear. So it's going to be a win condition, SmallSpell, BigSpell, AntiAir, and CheapAntiAir. So those are the 5 things that you will always get when drafting. And then 3 others to fill your remaining 3 cards are going to be TankSupport, AntiTank, Splash, MiniTank, and Distraction Unit. All of those units will be down in the description below, but I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on building strategy, because this this draft challenge is actually a lot more strategic than in the past. So jumping into it, we have this first one, which is going to be, he has Goblin Barrel, Skelly Barrel, and Goblins. We have Skeleton Army, Skeletons, and Tombstone. I'm going to take the Tombstone because it's really good to have a defensive building in that set. That is going to be under the let's see, where's Tombstone? Let me see if I can find it real quick. I believe it's AntiTank. It's under distractions. Okay, so that was distraction. This is SmallSpell. We're gonna go with Tornado here. You draft all 8 of your cards. Let's see, then they have Night Witch, Elite Barbarians, Pump. We are gonna go with Sparky. Sparky will probably be really good. And then, ooh, the win condition. So Hound, Graveyard, or Golem. I think I'm just going to end up going with Golem and just going with like sort of a Golem Sparky deck. He has Ice Spirit, Ice Wizard, Princess, and Minions. We're actually going to go with Mega Minion here. And then let's go with Poison. Poison will help a lot with that. We'll go with Fisherman. Fisherman I still think is pretty good in this. And then it's going to be Witch, Baby Dragon, and Zappies. We're actually going to go with the Baby Dragon. So we have not that bad of a Golem deck, honestly. The spells that we do have are Poison and Tornado, which is pretty solid. So you're always going to get a big spell. You're always going to get a small spell. You will always get a win condition. You will always get anti-air, and you will always get cheap anti-air, which is really nice. The cheap anti-air and anti-air are going to be, for anti-air, it's going to be Execcutioner, Baby Dragon, Electro Wizard, Inferno Dragon, Magic Archer, Minion Horde, Hunter, Musketeer, Witch, Wizard, Zappies, and Electro Dragon. And then for the, we're actually going to poison this. Oh, the Sparky actually targeted on that one. And then for cheap anti-air, it's going to be Archers, Mega Minion, Minions, Princess, Spear Goblins, Ice Wizard, Dark Goblin, Bats, and Flying Machine. So overall, you get a pretty wide variety of anti-air units, which is really good, because all of those also attack ground. And then in that same category, you'll always get a big spell, you'll always get a small spell, and you will always get a win condition. So Princess does actually lock onto the tower there. Sparky's gonna get the shot. So when it comes to strategies in terms of drafting, paying attention to what your opponent has is going to be super key. So if we're actually going to go with the Fisherman here and see if we can get some decent damage on this right hand side. Sparky is not going to be able to get a shot, but we're going to get a lot of damage on this right hand side. I'm going to throw a poison onto that Princess. Make sure that gets taken down. Paying attention to what your opponent has, because you get to see what cards they're picking. You don't get to see which card they pick, but you can kind of make a best guesstimate. Like, think about what you would draft in that situation. Now there is only a short amount of time. I believe it's a minute 30 seconds or something like that ish. So you do have a pretty short amount of time to like kind of think about what exactly your opponent would draft in that situation and the best strategies to counter draft them. If you notice, if you remember what cards they have or anything like that, that's going to be super helpful. That was perfect timing. Fisherman's also going to pull that Princess in. Now we're going to go Sparky. Now, the thing is, I don't remember what BigSpell options they had. But I think we'll be able to take the tower here regardless. Yeah, Golem's going to connect. Death damage is going to get in as well. So that's going to be tower down. That's going to be GG's well played. So now that we've kind of gone through the initial parts, I'm going to do the next battle. I'm going to talk about counter drafting and kind of explaining that a little bit more. So we get gold right there. We're currently 4-2 in the challenge. So right here is going to be the cheap anti-air. So we have Princess, Dark Goblin, and Spear Goblins. His options are Flying Machine, Mega Minion, and Minions. So Flying Machine is actually going to be a little bit tricky, but I think Dark Goblin's going to do a little bit of a better job against that than Princess. Dark Goblin will do just fine against Minions as well. So Dark Goblin's going to be the first good option we have here. This is the splash unit. So we have Mega Knight, Bowler, and Dark Prince. Definitely going with Mega Knight here. Mega Knights always good to have in draft. And this is going to be the distraction comp. So he has guards, Tombstone, and goblins. We're going to go Skelly Barrel, skeletons, and Goblin Gang. So kind of against all that, I think Skeleton Barrel is going to help and synergize with our deck well. For small spells, he has Tornado, Snowball, and Barb Barrel. He'll most likely go with Tornado, but I'm going to go with Log. Log is the best option out of those. These are going to be the TankSupport, or these are anti-tanks. So we're gonna go with I'm not gonna go P.E.K.K.A here. I'm gonna go Furnace here. We actually only have 8 seconds. We're gonna go E-Drag. Oh wow, we have to make something happen real fast. Let's go Lightning, and then let's go Battle Ram in this situation. So we have a kind of a bridge spam-esque deck. I'm actually very alright with how that turned out. Maybe Poison over Lightning in that situation because our deck is already a little bit expensive. But also another key thing to note is when you see a card come up, your opponent will never get it, so they don't have the option to get it. You obviously see all their cards, but right there, it's kind of hard to get pretty much every little thing. This is actually going to be a huge lightning value, and that could be a lot of damage. That's actually going to go below 1,000 on that right hand side on the first push. That was beautiful. We're going to go with the Dark Goblin in the back. He did actually go with Barb Barrel instead of Tornado. Very interesting. Log kind of knocks that back. We'll finish that off. Dark Goblin's going to be able to connect for about 4 shots. Not with the guards there. We'll just throw E-Drag down for the guards. Barb Barrel interaction changes from the last balances. Barb Barrel now takes a shield off of guards. So that's a little important thing to note. He's going to go Giant. Okay, so that's his win condition, is the Giant. So right here, I'm actually going to throw this Skeleton Barrel down to tank that Flying Machine. The Skeleton Barrel should also actually die to the Flying Machine. And it's going to actually get obliterated by that Bomber. We're going to log this back, make sure that Bomber stays off the tower for just a little bit longer, and the Giant gets no shots. Bomber's going to get a ton of damage on that right-hand side. 717 on his right-hand side, 967 on our right-hand side, but Dark Goblin's going to get beautiful 4 chip shots on that left-hand side tower, 400 damage. That's what we like to see. We're going to go with Battle Ram in the back left-hand side. We'll go with E-Drag right here. And I'm going to go with the Skeleton Barrel. Just kind of make things a little bit interesting. We're going to log that back, make sure that Wizard only gets 1 shot onto the tower. Dark Goblin doing a great job picking off that mini P.E.K.K.A. Skeleton Barrel gets a lot of chip damage on that right-hand side. Oh, guards do come down just in time. We're going to get this Furnace down. That is going to kite that Giant. Just in the off chance he does have Rocket, I'm actually going to play this Flying Machine a little bit high. Throw the Skeleton Barrel down to distract that, to distract his Flying Machine. Dark Goblin's going to take the aggro right there. I'm actually going to log this back. And we do clip that mini P.E.K.K.A. We're going to get the Furnace down here. Just kite that mini P.E.K.K.A. off to the side. And then we are going to Lightning that out, because we definitely don't want to deal with that Wizard at all. Fire Spirit should be able to spawn in here in just a moment. And then I'm going to throw a Mega Knight right at the bridge onto this Bomber. And we're going to be able to build up quite a big push. We're going to go Skeleton Barrel right now. I'll throw the Dark Goblin in the middle. Everything actually did target the Mega Knight, but the Skeleton Barrel is going to be able to connect. Does he have anything for that? He has the guards coming in. Log's going to be coming through. We'll just throw the lightning in the backhand side. That is going to be a tower down. And GG's. So 2 wins right there. We're going to get a gold chest. Beautiful. I got a legendary out of a giant chest earlier. I kind of wish I was recording it, but I wasn't able to. Okay, so this is going to be anti-tank. So we're going to go... Let's see. His options are P.E.K.K.A. In the off chance he does go with P.E.K.K.A., I think I'm going to feel a little bit safer going with Inferno Tower, but I'm going to go Bomb Tower instead because we are pretty much guaranteed really good anti-air, which tends to be a lot of damage, as well as cheap anti-air, which could result in swarm units. For this, he has Lightning Rocket and Freeze, which is really good because I know he's not going to have Fireball or anything like that, but we're going to take the Poison in this situation. Skeleton Barrel is not really going to be helpful for us in this situation. If he did go P.E.K.K.A., I'd much rather be comfortable going with Goblin Gang. That's going to help us out quite a bit. He has Ewiz, Zappies, and Wizard and Minion Horde. I think we're going to go with Wizard here. Wizard is really good in draft, and as well as getting those splash damage units. His win condition is actually Royal Hogs, which is really good that we have Wizard and Bomb Tower for that. We are going to go with the Wallbreakers. I do kind of want to try the Wallbreakers coming in. Dark Goblin's going to be really good in this situation. We have a few seconds left. We're going to go Rascals. He's not going to have Prince, and then we're going to go with the Log as well. He had an option between Snowball, Tornado, and Zap. Probably went with that NATO. But Snowball wouldn't be a bad option as is. So the Wallbreakers, since the last balance, you can see they separate. They're separated a little bit more, which kind of helps with the true red, true blue situation that was happening. So let's see what the Wallbreakers are able to do. One, not able to connect. We're going to throw this Bomb Tower down for that Valkyrie. I'm also going to throw the Wizard right here. We're going to log this back, make sure that Princess gets taken down and doesn't do too much chip damage onto the Bomb Tower, so it distracts that Goblin Giant just a little bit longer, and then Goblin Giant is going to get taken down right there. We're going to apply some split lane pressure, so I'm going to go Dark Goblin on the left with the Wizard going down the right-hand lane. So we do have he did end up going with the P.E.K.K.A. We do have a cheaper cycle here, which is really nice. We're going to kite this backwards. So that P.E.K.K.A.'s going to... He chose Zap. Interesting. So he had Snowball, Tornado, and Zap, and he chose Zap. Let's go with the Wallbreakers. I'm going to log this back in case he ends up getting something down in time. Not going to be able to. He does get the Valkyrie down in time, but the Wallbreakers are going to be able to connect for quite a bit of damage there. Wait till that Princess locks onto the tower, then we're going to get the Dark Goblin in here. Zap. He doesn't have Snowball or NATO, so Dark Goblin can't get Snowball away to the opposite lane, Tornado away to the opposite lane, and it's going to be able to get some decent chip on that left-hand side. We're going to throw the Bomb Tower down for the guards. I was going to go Wizard, but I didn't feel too comfortable doing that. So you don't really have like a decent amount of time to fully draft a counter strategy, as you guys have seen. In the past 2 times we've tried to do that, we've had to rush a little bit toward the end. So going full counter for counter probably isn't ideal because then you're rushing your choices at the end. I would say if you give yourself, it's 8 cards, if you give yourself like 10 seconds per card, you should be okay. So we're just going to log this back right here. We're going to get the Dark Goblin down. He does end up going with the Freeze. I'm going to go Bomb Tower to keep the splash going. Let's get the Goblin Gang down. He actually did get the shot onto the Wizard at first. We're going to go Poison here while this Princess is distracted onto the Bomb Tower. Dark Goblin's going to do a great job of cleaning that up. Bomb Tower is going to be able to aggro onto this Goblin Giant. Here comes the Minion Horde now. So we did end up going with the Minion Horde, but it's going to get caught up onto the Bomb Tower's bomb. And then right here, we're going to be rolling in and getting some juicy damage. We're going to go Wallbreakers, a Wizard on this left-hand side. Wallbreakers do get taken down right there. We'll just let this go. We're going to throw the Poison down right here. Wizard gets turned around by that Goblin Giant. Let's throw the Bomb Tower down. And again, he does have that Zap, so Dark Goblin's going to be able to survive here. He might throw a Freeze down here, but we're going to get the Rascals on the opposite side. He does go with the Freeze right onto the Rascals. And then we are going to... He throws the Valkyrie down. I think he thought we were going to go with the Wallbreakers like immediately, but we didn't end up doing that. We're gonna go poison here. It's gonna tick a couple, and then we're gonna go Wallbreakers. Let's get the log down. Or when he throws the guards, they're gonna get ticked away. One Wallbreaker does connect for a juicy amount of damage, and that should be GG's. We're gonna throw the gang right up here. Dark Goblin does get frozen. He's gonna zap. We're gonna drop the Rascals right here, and then this should be GG. We'll just drop a poison. Starts waving the white flag. We'll go in with the log as well. Wizard is going to be able to get the connection, and that does it. So GG's right there. So honestly, I'm super excited about this this new draft challenge. I love this. I think it has a lot more strategy to it. I would prefer if there was a little bit longer time, but I guess it's kind of hard to do that. Is this available in tournaments? Let's see. The triple elixir, sudden death, draft battle, triple draft. Yes, so it is available. Triple draft is in tournament mode, which is honestly really cool. I love this. I think this is like so much better than the regular draft challenge, and I really hope this is implemented into the game. If you guys remember the draft royales that Seth used to run from the Supercell team, he used to run draft tournaments, and it was like you would have all the options, and there would be 8 players. You draft between the cards and whatever. This isn't that extensive, but it reminds me of a situation like that. So 48 of the cards are being shown on screen, right? Because it's 8 cards being chosen, 3 options per card, and then also your opponent gets those cards as well. So it's really nice to see, and there's a lot of strategy that goes into it, because you have to have deck building skills, making sure you're able to kind of have everything put together and figure out what cards are going to be best to match with your cards that you have. And again, every single draft challenge, you're going to get a win condition, a small spell, a big spell, anti-air, and cheap anti-air. And then the remaining spots will be filled with tank support, anti-tank, splash, mini-tank, and distractions. And all those units will be listed down in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.